What is an obvious threat to the credibility of the 2019 general elections emerged in concrete terms in two states of the Federation. In Owerri, the Imo State capital, the Independent National Electoral Commission's resident commissioner, Professor Francis Chukwuemeka, said that politicians had begun cloning genuine permanent voter cards, while warning voters not to either sell or to give their permanent voter cards to politicians. He said politicians were cloning the cards in order to make the votes of the electorate not to count.
There were allegations that some people are trying to clone. I read the reports in the newspaper. I haven't spoken with the resident electoral commissioner. And the allegation is that they discovered that some people are trying to clone. But I pity them because it's a sheer waste of time.
Also in Jos, Plateau State, the major political parties in the elections, APC and PDP, admitted that the selling of voter cards had begun. Each, however, accused the other of perpetrating the vote buying.
And I heard that took place also in Ekiti recently, in Osun in particular. So we are very, very worried about those developments, and we need urgent legislation. That's why we are hoping that, the stalemate regarding the electoral bill will be resolved very quickly, because we believe it will help to resolve many of these issues that are at stake right now.
Look at the yellow protest in France. Look at what is going on in Germany. People are showing that dissatisfaction with the system. And we are going to see such if by 2019, Nigerians' votes do not count. The citizens will take up arms, the citizens will vote, the citizens will threaten the system because we have been gagged up, we have been frustrated.
We know that in a couple of elections that we have conducted recently, there were attempts by some politicians to buy votes. Vote buying happened, and the Commission took a swift reaction against such practice, because it's an offense in our laws for you to attempt to influence the choice of people by offering them money in exchange for votes.
As President Muhammadu Buhari keeps promising Nigerians that next year's election will be credible and reflect the will of the people, there is evidence now that the electoral empire and the political parties are faced with issues that will undermine that promise.
Anybody attempting to clone the permanent voters card is wasting his or her time, because our smart card readers will find them out. So my advice to all those, quote and unquote, who are planning this fraudulent means of getting votes, to desist from it, because on that day we'll find them out and we will hand them over to law enforcement agents.
It is even worse that the president has declined his assent to the amended electoral bill, which makes provision for the card reader to be the only genuine means of identifying a voter. In its absence, an electorate cannot be legally refused the exercise of his franchise, even if he brought a cloned voter's card, since an incident form can be used to allow him to vote.
We have to use other alternatives. The president must not assent to all bills, and Nigerians must realize that he can say no, but that does not mean that the law will not be passed. But there's a provision in the Constitution to override the assent of the president. Now, what is that procedure? When can we invoke it? It is now that the president has refused to assent to some of these bills.
I'm not interested in whether or not the politicians are cloning voters' card. I'm interested with the fact that INEC should demonstrate to us that they have put necessary system in place to forestall any use of cloned documents in the electoral process, to ensure that our votes count, and that voters' confidence, they are rebuilt. If they cannot do that, then I don't think Nigerians will find it very fun.
The misfortune of this situation is that whereas Nigerian politicians claim that the nation's democracy is growing, their actions of undermining the process in a bid to win the elections at all costs and stunt democracy in real terms. Stephanie Sylvanus for Signature TV.